You want to know what I believe is actually the most important factor to build success in your business? Well, I'm about to walk you through some of those ideas and why you should absolutely pay attention. It's funny because people have so many opinions around what it takes to build success. It's like marketing this way, or building this type of funnel, or having this type of offer, or doing one-on-one, or group coaching, or having a webinar, or going viral, whatever it is, right? And there's so many ideas about what it takes and what it doesn't take and why it matters and why it doesn't matter, and all of these different opinions. But I really think that a lot of those things are not really focusing on the big picture things that are the most important ones to build your actual success. We've built a business where we've hit 100K cash months a few times by now in the last 6 months. This month right now, we're literally at close to 60K cash collected. And the month isn't halfway through right now as I'm doing this video. And I feel like I've really discovered, honestly and truly, what I believe is the actual really big important thing that we need to do and what we need to focus on. And I know, again, you're going to think I'm going to say messaging, or you're going to think I'm going to say this type of funnel or that, but it's not really that. I believe, to put it simply, that the thing that you really need is resilience, like actual resilience, your ability to stay moving forward no matter what happens, because we set these expectations and things that we're going to believe are going to happen, right? I'll have a 6-figure launch, or I'll become a millionaire by Monday. And when those things don't happen, it's like, okay, what are we going to do? Am I going to keep going, or am I going to quit? And I actually have experienced this so many times in my own business. And by the way, say hello in the chat if you're watching me, and let me know if these things resonate with you. But I've experienced these things so much in my business, like having expectations about what I believe is going to happen. Like, I really believe that this thing is going to happen. And my biggest and most infamous story, at least for me, it's infamous. I don't know if anybody else has heard it before, is my story of when I actually launched my business online back in 2016. And I created this video series called The Brand Experience. And those videos are probably somewhere on YouTube still, because I don't think that I ever took them down. And I was convinced that I was going to become that millionaire by Monday. I was so sure of it. I was sure of it. In fact, I was so sure that I was going to get so many clients from this video series. I literally reached out to a designer that I knew, and I told him, listen, my friend, I'm going to need you on backup because I'm going to have so many clients coming in. It's going to be crazy. I'm not going to be able to handle all of them. I'm going to have you there in case. Guess what happened? Spoiler alert, I got 0 clients coming in from that video series. And mind you, I did it both in Spanish and in English, and I ran ads in Spanish and in English, and it didn't work. It did get me a lot of people on my email list, though. I still have a lot of those people there. And it's so funny because, again, I really thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a millionaire from this. And then, okay, well, that didn't work. Maybe what I need is some coaching. Maybe I need to invest in my marketing and invest in somebody that's going to help me figure this out. So I hired a coach or coaching company that taught me how to do webinars, right? How to do automated webinars. And I was like, dude, that's it. I'm literally going to be making 50K per month by the end of next week. I literally thought that that was possible, right? And I did the work, and I took action, and I wrote all the emails, and I recorded the webinar, and I did all the things, and I bought all the software that they recommended that we needed to get, because those were the ones that needed, the only ones that worked. And I did the thing, and I put it out there, and I spent $3,000 on ads that first month. And not only did I not get clients from it, but I got 0 sales calls booked from it, right? And the whole point of the process was that it was supposed to get me sales calls booked that turned into clients. $3,000 spent, 0 sales calls booked, 0 clients. I think I barely got anybody to even sign up for that webinar, right? And again, it's expectations. What do you expect to happen? And what I really believe has been the biggest thing that has taken me from that time of my life where I was doing all the things, I was investing in coaching, I was investing on ads, and I was doing all the work and not getting results, to right now where we're close to 60K cash collected this month, right? Has been being resilient and being okay, that didn't work. What's next? And I think that it takes so much strength and so much muscle so much to build the muscle to get up again, because those expectations can be killer for us, when we're building success, or we're thinking that we're building success, and we want everything built on our timeline. We want things to happen when we say that they need to happen. I look back right now and I realize that the 2016 version of me, possibly could have handled having a business that was making 60K or 100K or whatever a month, but I don't really think that I was ready for it. And there were a lot of things that I needed to learn about me as a coach, about working, about business, about entrepreneurship, about mindset, about personal development, that I just needed to learn so that I was ready for it, right? But what kept me going was being resilient. And resilience is really at the core of building success. I mean, at least that's really what I believe, right? The thing is that what you learn as you grow your business and as you build more and more success is that this is an ongoing process, right? And you're going to keep on growing. And as you grow, your brand is going to have to evolve as well, right? But again, it's like, okay, well, what is going to keep me going? What keeps me from not quitting? What keeps me at being resilient? And I think that there's a couple of things that are really important, or factors that will build to you being resilient. One of them is having a lot of love and purpose for the work that you're doing, right? If you're doing this for money, I genuinely believe that you will not succeed in the long term. Like, I know that you might succeed in the short term, and you're going to be you can get some clients here and there, but you won't. In fact, one of the things that I can tell you is that in my own business, we don't enroll people who are here only to make money. We purposefully ask the question of like, why are you doing this? Why is this important? And if somebody answers that the only reason why they're building their business is that they want to make a ton of money, we literally don't enroll them. And I actually literally had this happen. I wish I would have saved the email or done a screenshot of it, because a few months ago, we had somebody that wanted to enroll in one of my programs, and we turned them away because they only wanted to make money. Like, that was their only end goal. And this person was freaking pissed, and they sent me a hate mail saying how horrible we are because, it's like, oh, you don't want to take me on as a client, or blah, 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 blah. Honestly, I believe that I'm here to help people like become the very best version of themselves. And I know that sounds like super cliche, super corny, like something like a sticker that I need that you would see in the back of a car or whatever. But I really do believe that. And, I think that having a lot of love for what you do and purpose behind why you're doing it is going to be the key for success. I'm not here to chase after short-term money. I want to build a legacy. I want to build a brand, right? So the other thing that I think that adds to having that resilience is having a lot of certainty and trust and confidence in yourself, because you're going to be tested so much, my friends. We're all in different places. Some of you guys might be launching your business. Some of you might be 10 years in, 5 years in, already $1 million in. You're so tested so many times when you're building your business. It doesn't matter where you're at. Where I'm at, I'm tested all the time. And I go through hell all the time. And I have to get back up, and I have to look at, you have to keep on going. So you need to develop so much certainty and trust within yourself. And I really believe that, developing that unwavering certainty is the key to building success, right? Part of that is why for you to really understand, why should people hire me? Why am I the right person for them? Really understanding that. Actually, I do believe that helps you build resilience, because if you're like, well, they could just hire my neighbor, they could just hire my competitor, it makes it a little bit more difficult for you to have that resilience, right? I feel like another part of building resilience is actually having that message and that brand and that system that is aligned. I think that we're so often told about like formulas, right? And I was saying that at the beginning, 20 plus years and still getting tested. Yeah, my friend, that's how it is, right? But it's so interesting because we're sold so much on that formula. This is the right way. This is the only way. Go do this and go do that. And that's not how it works. And I've had to learn the hard way that it's about you taking what people say, even what I say. You might be a client of mine and be like, okay, I'm following along what Fabi is saying. Although if you're a client of mine, you know that I will always tell you, you need to do what works for you, right? But it's like, how do you take what somebody is telling you and how do you adapt it for you? There is no formula. There isn't. It's only about your formula. And, I work with clients who are like to the range of, I have a client that sells a $300,000 per year program, $300,000 per year, one person to work with this guy. And then I have another client on the other end of that who's selling a $55 per month membership, right? And there's no formula. There's no formula. The formula is what lights you up, what makes you feel good, right? It's not about marketing. It's not about this or about that. It's about finding your own path to success, finding your own truth and finding what makes you happy and what lights you up and makes you feel like I love what I'm doing every day. And even if I'm facing those walls over and over and you're like, shit, I really wanted this to work and I had these expectations and I thought this was going to happen with the launch, you can still like brush your legs off and be like, okay, let's go. What's next? What's new? How do I pivot from this? How do I tweak from this? So that's what I really believe is necessary for building that level of success. It's not about the formula. It's not about any of it. It's about finding your own voice and your own message and really going along with that. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Let me know in the chat and in the comments below if this is making sense, if this is something that resonates with you and how you build resilience within yourself. Remember to follow me everywhere at Fabi Paolini, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn. No matter where you're at, you can find me at Fabi Paolini. And remember to go to readytoinvestclients.com to not only sign up for the training where I kind of walk you through how to build that message really powerfully and how to build a message that attracts the ready to invest clients, but I'm actually added in there a PDF that I have that is insanely powerful on 11 strategies to attract more ready to invest clients into your business. And it's super detailed and super powerful. So go to readytoinvestclients.com to sign up. Let me know if this resonates with you though. I'm kind of curious. Do you agree? Do you agree that building resilience is the most important factor to success? Or do you think that there's something else that's necessary to make that happen? Let me know in the comments below and let me know what you want me to talk about in another video. I'll see you soon. Ciao, mi gente.